Our beloved? Our beloved? Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. That's right, you can't stop all of us. Forget he said anything. Forget he said anything. I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. We shouldn't waste time preening, but if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. We're not in love. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. And she has both her arms again. I wonder if she remembers everything that happened.
Huh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. You were the one who did us in, villain. You were the one who did us in, villain. I beg to differ. She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. Her voice, I think we're in love. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. And she called us a hero. Well, she killed us. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? Did we? Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? I'm not so sure. She wasn't confused for long. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. By destroying the world. She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? Oh, I feel sick. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... Exactly, you're not doing this. What? No, let's not do that. Really? You're not going to say anything? What? What don't you believe? You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? I'm not sure I follow. I think I'd rather believe in facts. One of us has to be. You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. Is that a threat? Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? She can't just want to make us happy. Is she broken? What's going on? This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. She's just parroting our questions, isn't she? Yeah, but aren't you getting the feeling she's just telling us what we want to hear? She wasn't confused for long. Okay, so whatever we do next, we should not let her out. Yeah, she is, isn't she? Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? That's a familiar move. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Where did everything go? Where did he go? Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here? Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. See, she didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. Apparently, yes. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational. That's because she's perfect. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you! No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you! Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable. Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone. You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? That's right. You're all sorry. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature, or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator! We courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. I would. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer. You know what we'll do if you try it. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal. Why? Why would you have us slay this beautiful creature? Did you not hear her just now? She specifically said she doesn't want to end the world. Even if she was, isn't that a good thing? If only she could hear me. All I would ever say is what I think she would like to hear. That she's beautiful and kind and glows like the soft light of the moon. If she doesn't care, then clearly she won't end the world. All is well, and it's high time we take our beloved to our happy ending. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational. Wait. No, you barbarian, what are you doing? Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. She's right, it isn't fair, but the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Of course she can. You believe in her, right? And I told you she could do it. I told you our love was insurmountable. Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. Wait. No. You barbarian, what are you doing? Our happy ending at last. Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes. She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess. No. She was our perfect match. That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay? Oh, and I'm still here too. Oh, and I'm still here too. It was nauseating. Oh, I know that one. The gruff one stopped our heart and we died. Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. You were bored. I was just unhappy. You were bored. I was just unhappy. Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. It was unpleasant. Let's do our best to keep him away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know? Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Speak for yourself. What's going on? Where are we? Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Yes. I think. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. Is that her? The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Let's just take a look. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. No way left to go but down. There she is again. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. You aren't helping. Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this? You sure snapped back to your old self quick. She's trying to kill us. Bad. I bet it'll feel really, really bad. I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right? I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right? This is terrible. We're going to die. Yeah, in a bad way.
She's holding a grudge. She's holding a grudge. It was so bad. But somehow, the nothing is so much worse. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? Bad, I bet. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. Just get it away from us, please. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. You killed her, and so I killed you. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Well, I'm not just going to try, I'm going to actually do it. Well, I'm not just going to try, I'm going to actually do it. Good, I am too. Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again. We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption, and this time it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything. Wait, but if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us. Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault. Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are. Spoken like a true cynic. You can't run from your consequences forever. One way or another you'll have to face what you've done. Of course, oblivion is what we deserve. Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? Our beloved! So she does live. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become, if it even lets us look before it vanishes too. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right. It's time for all of you to see what we've become. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us. My love! Of course she's livid, and with good reason. No, what foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently. We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything. That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved. Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all. Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her. I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun. I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed? And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for. See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us. She just has a unique way of expressing things. She wouldn't. She's perfect. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy. See, that wasn't so bad, and now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place. See, that wasn't so bad, and now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place. He's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here. We need scientific rigor. The last time we were here, you were in full-blown denial about the possibility of us restarting. What changed? Have you just been pretending to forget? You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. We weren't. There were still answers that we needed to find. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? It seems to me like keeping secrets didn't help you last time, so you should start talking. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead. Let's try something different this time. We've already seen what happens when we slay her, and I'm not convinced that's a way out for us. I'm not even convinced there is a world to save. Yes, things are different, aren't they? Her influence, what's that supposed to mean? And what is that supposed to mean? Is there a reason it would be raining? We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations. No hard feelings, right? What, you wanted us to stay in the happiness void forever? I doubt that. Sure, we've already seen what happens if we slay her. We might as well explore our surroundings, get a lay of the land. Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end? What we do is entirely up to us. That's what you say, but how can we be sure? For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Maybe we are. It's like she isn't even there. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Yes, the mirror he can't see. Yes, the mirror that he can't see. Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. If this is anything like last time, the mirror will disappear as soon as we try and touch it. I'm sure the door is just behind it. If this is anything like last time, the mirror will disappear when we try and go to the basement. I'm sure the door is just behind it. Maybe the mirror isn't real. Maybe it is real, and he's lying through his teeth to stop us from looking into it. But it seems like whatever we want to do, our next step is on the other side of the room. Maybe the mirror isn't real. Maybe it is real, and he's lying through his teeth to stop us from looking into it. But it seems like whatever we want to do, our next step is on the other side of the room. Maybe it won't disappear this time and we'll finally get a good look at ourselves. We should explore every option. Yeah, we can see it now. Barely. She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it. Just keep breathing. We'll figure this out. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think, like we should have been doing all along.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling. I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine. She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her, and you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here. I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. It's our third. What gave it away? You say that, but we didn't have to do anything last time. She slew herself. Yes, she cut off her head. It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade. And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. Yes, because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. We were bored. Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones, but perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Why not? You've already done it twice. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. Oh, how exciting! I'd love to see you try. I'm looking forward to it. I'll believe that when I see her living body. I'll believe that when I see her living body. If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse. Influence doesn't require life. Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either, so long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring. I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Of course not. No feelings at all. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. I don't know, but it feels like home. And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. Why? Is it? Is it? Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. She doesn't look very alive to me. See? We killed her. Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it. Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Yes, trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. She's just an old memory. She's just an old memory. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. See? She's dead. Do try to keep up. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. I'd savour this feeling if I were you. Soon enough we won't have nerves. She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt forever. See? That wasn't so bad. You'll get used to it. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel. Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. It's already done. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix.